Hi everybody, this is Sam Clausen in my reflection for Module 6, where we went over everything about Google. So let's get started. First of all, the first question is, what are my thoughts after going through Units 3 and 4? Describe what I learned. Are the Google Educator certifications something I would consider completing in the future? And do I think having the certification would make me more marketable as a future job applicant? So I thought Units 3 and 4 were very informative about Google. I've used basically most of the Google apps a lot and learned even more going through these units. One of my professors last year used Google Classroom, and the ability that teachers can have to make fewer copies is something that I really like through that and through the rest of the Google apps. I also really like how you can upload documents from Microsoft Office onto the Google Drive. I hadn't ever used Google Forms, so it was interesting to learn about that. And it's something I can definitely see myself using for quizzes or surveys or that kind of stuff. In Unit 4, I learned a lot about the power of Gmail. I've had a Gmail account for a really, really long time, but I don't think I knew about all the different features and things that I could do with it. Like the translation feature. I thought that was really cool. I think that would really help if I work in a diverse school. I also didn't know a lot about organizing my Gmail, so that was helpful. I really like the idea of Google Hangouts as well in the classroom. I think it would increase productivity and decrease the amount of time spent answering the same question over and over again. Lastly, a Google site is definitely something I could see myself using. I love the idea of having a place that parents and students and the community and other teachers can go to see what my class is doing and working on. The Google Educator certification is something I could possibly see myself completing in the future if the opportunity arose. I do believe that could make someone more marketable as a job applicant. And the next question is, describe my experience working with a Google Doc, spreadsheet, etc. And what are the advantages and disadvantages to the Google apps as compared to Microsoft Office? So, like I mentioned, I've done a lot of work in the Google apps and used all of those. I've done a lot of work when I was planning my wedding. I used a Google spreadsheet, and they already had the really in-depth template for wedding planning, which was really awesome. I sent the link to multiple people, and we could all edit it at the same time, and they could all look at it and do what they needed to do from it. I've also used it during group projects. One example is when I had to create a PowerPoint with a group of people in a class, and we each had, designated slides we were going to work on. We were all able to work on those from different locations and still be able to collaborate on it and see all the changes that were being made. I think Google Apps definitely have their benefit when compared to Microsoft, the biggest being like the ease of access, especially when you're working for multiple computers and you don't even need internet as long as you're on the cloud, which I didn't know. I also love the collaboration ability when it comes to Google and how it automatically saves and doesn't take up space on your computer. I think that's really important. One thing I don't like about Google Sheets is that you can't copy and paste images, I've found. And you have to go through a longer process. That's kind of the only thing. I also believe some people will probably just continue to use Microsoft because it's what they know, it's what they're comfortable with. So that is all. Thank you.